Thanks so much for joining us today. Today we'll be talking about SMART goals to create a healthier lifestyle for your family. We'll be diving into learning how goal setting can improve healthy lifestyle behaviors, what a SMART goal means, and how to modify SMART goals based on progress. I am joined by Dr. Dianna Boone. She is a pediatric psychologist here at Johns Hopkins All-Children's Hospital. Wonderful having you here.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
So a lot of families and adolescents, they really want to create a healthier lifestyle, but sometimes this can be a little bit difficult. What recommendations do you have for them when they're starting this journey?
Yes, so when thinking about changing any healthy lifestyle behavior, it can be beneficial to use goal setting. Goal setting has many benefits, one of those being it can really increase our motivation and accountability. And whenever we decide to change any healthy lifestyle behavior, it can be really common for someone to set very broad goals like, I want to eat healthier or I want to exercise more. And although those are great goals, sometimes those broad goals don't help us be successful. So it's much better to set very specific goals and thinking about a SMART goal, which means goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely.
Well, let's go through what a SMART goal is, break it down for us, and then how do we actually develop one?
So the first thing to think about when setting a SMART goal is the S in SMART, which is specific. So specific means goals that focus on one behavior typically that we have control over. So instead of setting a broad goal about healthy eating, it can be helpful to make that much more specific. Maybe you focus a lot on sports and activities and you want to eat healthier. Instead of setting a goal like eating healthier, you want to increase your water intake, which is much more specific. And then once we decide the S in SMART, we can focus on a goal that is measurable. And measurable really means how often you will do the goal behavior or how frequently. So for example, with our example of drinking more water, maybe we want to drink 4 water bottles a day, which is very measurable. And then we want to think about how many times we want to do this. And let's say for our example, we want to drink 4 water bottles each day of the week. That's very measurable. And then once we decide the S and the M, then we want to focus on A, which means attainable. So it's really important to set goals that are very realistic for us. So if I'm not drinking a lot of water, it might be completely unrealistic to drink all of a sudden a gallon of water per week. So maybe I want to start with 4. That's realistic for me. Then the R in SMART is relevant. So it can be really motivating to think about reasons accomplishing this goal is important to us. So maybe we want to hydrate more to increase our energy. And then lastly, the T in SMART is timely. So it can be really helpful to set a deadline on the goal that we set for ourselves. It allows us to stay accountable, and then it allows us to refocus the goal if we don't meet the goal at our deadline.
So how might somebody want to modify their SMART goal based on progress?
Yes, so sometimes we might find we might not meet our goal right away. And if that happens, that's completely fine. It's great that we set a SMART goal. We might just need to tweak it a little bit based on our progress. So maybe I find drinking 4 water bottles per day isn't realistic for me. Maybe I want to modify that to drink 2 water bottles per day, and maybe that's more realistic for me.
Lastly, how can family members support one another?
Families can really make goal setting fun and help us stay accountable, so it can really be motivating for families to participate in the goal behavior with us, and that can be just make it more fun and motivating.
Have a lot of camaraderie with each other and have a lot of fun with it.
Exactly, and ideally the whole family would want to engage in these healthy lifestyle behaviors together.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the tips, Dr. Boone. So glad to have you here today.
No problem.
And for more information about living a healthier lifestyle, you can visit our Healthy Weight Initiative page. It's HopkinsAllChildren'sHospital.org/HWI. Thanks so much for joining us.